Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Guys, we finally got it. The new Pure Drive. Stay tuned. Hey guys, do you need help organizing your tennis life? Well, think Go! We got the Axiom line here, the 9-pack duffel, my favorite bag, the 9-pack Axiom 2.0. They even make a 12-pack if you're going on tour. And my favorite backpack of all time. I love that bag. So if you want to organize your tennis life, think Go. All right, guys, so I finally got the new Pure Drive to review for you. I did try these out already about 2.5 months ago, but was not allowed to videotape it, was only allowed to play with it and try it. We tried out the whole line, and yeah, we actually liked it a lot. In this new Pure Drive, as you can see, because I went searching immediately for the racket to find the word Cortex, and there isn't Cortex here, which is great, which means there's probably going to be a little more feel, possibly a little more power. The weight balance, swing weight does not change in this regular 300 version. As you may or may not know, this is probably the #1 selling racket of the last 20 years. So, and I feel like they may be coming back to full circle with this new version. I'm going to take this out to my Pure Drive users and see if Coach Jerod and Kira like it. All right, stay tuned. All right, just got off the court with the latest iteration of the top selling racket in tennis for the past 20 years. If you don't know the name of it by now, you don't play tennis, obviously. Okay, so we have it in the hands of our Pure Drive expert, Kira, as she has been using it for how long now?
At least 4 or 5 years.
Okay. All right. So how did this iteration compare with the one that you currently are using?
I honestly feel like it's very similar. I got the same amount of power. I felt just super comfortable swinging with it. I don't really know if I could feel too much of a difference. Really just very comfortable, same strokes. It's like, okay, this is, I mean, yeah.
No noticeable differences?
Not really anything very noticeable, I don't feel like, on this one. I know we discussed a little bit that I had thought it felt a little bit lighter, but...
Oh, yeah. Right. That was a grip thing.
Yeah. But no noticeable differences in this one compared to my...
So it'd be an easy change for you then?
Yeah. I feel like it'd be pretty simple to switch over to this one.
I felt like when I was watching you swing, it went a little faster. Maybe you were a little bit more excited?
Probably. New racket.
Okay.
A little better footwork.
The ball stayed a little lower too. I don't know, maybe it's my strings.
Yeah, maybe.
Confidential 52.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
your
so-
RPM at 45.
The
Oh,
Toro.
sorry. I'm
Yeah.
a day behind here. Oh, Toro at how tight?
52 now.
52. Oh, okay. So we're probably right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty close. But
All right, cool. So, Coach Jerod, as a former Pure Drive user, what did you think of the newest iteration?
Yeah, I mean, you know me using this. I was using Pure Drive back when I was 14 for like 2-3 years, and then I actually was using Kira's Pure Drive for a little bit, so I think I kind of have somewhat of a comparison between this one and the previous model. Yeah, I mean, I echo Kira's comments. I think this Pure Drive actually felt very similar to the previous one, but I mean, with a Pure Drive, you just know it's natural power, obviously 100 square inch head size, super thick beam. It's not that big of a swing to take, and the ball just jumps off the racket. The main difference for me, though, is I think they did make it a little bit more comfortable, in my opinion, and maybe slightly more muted, but that could just be maybe just, a slight difference in my opinion. So I didn't feel like I was getting as much feel with this one as the previous one, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because as everyone knows, the Pure Drive tends to be a very stiff racket.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, for me, it always feels like, I mean, I use the 98, but it feels like the 100 is just like home again, where you can just, as soon as you get dialed in a little bit, you can just start wailing on balls and everything kind of just gets effortless, and you just swing a lot of shots. But yeah, I still think it's very similar to the previous version, just slightly more comfortable, and maybe not as stiff. So maybe if you're not looking for as much response as the previous one, this one could be the one to use. But very similar to the previous one.
Interesting. I was actually lucky enough to use this 2 months ago. I invited you, but you were busy. And I felt like it was stiffer and had more feel. And the last 2 days I've tested it again. I don't know, maybe in my mind, I think of a Pure Drive as muted and no feel. And I can't feel a thing. But these seem to ring a little bit more. It seems to, like when you hit it, you hear it a little bit more, you feel it a little bit more. Maybe because they took the cortex away, but I feel like they're more closer to Generation 1 when Andy Roddick ruled the world many moons ago. I feel like this is back to that. Therefore, I feel like this is probably one of the best Pure Drives they've made in a long, long time. So I liked it, and I'm not a Pure Drive guy. Okay, so if you're a traditionalist and you like Pure Drives, this is definitely the one to buy and the one to upgrade to if you have the old version. Okay, so don't try it, just buy it. It's one of those ones that I tell you, because there's no point. You're going to buy it anyways. So why waste the demo program? All right. Guys, any final words?
No, I think you hit the nail on the head with that one, Harry. I think you took the words right out of our mouths. So.
Okay. All right. Guys, thank you for doing the test with me.
Of course.
Enjoy your Pure Drive. Where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Ma Tennis.
you can find our joint Instagram at KJ Tennis.
Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.